Hey everyone, here we are, video 2, working with images in both Google Earth Web and Copernicus browser. So this is back to my Peruvian glacier. It's got two different spellings depending on which one of these sites you're at. With this, is it with the QEL or QUY? But at any rate, here I am in Peru looking at this glacier. I think that you want to get a sense of the change over time. So even though we're looking at downloading one image, we want to know what image to get. And so I'm going to go over to this time lapse again, click on that, and here it is playing as a video. And it's interesting to watch. Now you can see these pixels here, and I've been told that what the Google Earth is doing is they're looking at individual pixels over time, and so they're making a composite literally from like thousands of images. They're picking out, they're eliminating cloud cover. Notice there are no clouds in this, and they're sort of averaging data from individual pixels over time. So it's a very powerful way to kind of filter out the bad stuff and keep the good stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to try to get it to the end here and pause it. There we go. So this is at the minimum. And then if I go back out, if I just exit out in this upper right edit exit time lapse, now this is clearly a better quality image and it looks like it's more recent. So I definitely want to start with this as sort of a baseline image, and so I cannot download it off of Google Earth Web. It's one of the weird things. You can't download images easily. You have to install Google Earth Pro. I don't think there's a lot to be gained from doing that at this stage. So what you do is you just do your Shift Command 4 to take like a screenshot window, and you can draw that around. I'm getting the scale in the bottom, that 1,000 meters, and I'm also getting the latitude, longitude numbers there also in the lower right. So I'm just taking a screenshot. But then I'm going to go back and show you how I can go to the time lapse, and when it is at its largest, I'm going to have to let it cycle through here. I can pause it and then I can draw on top of it. So I'm going to let it go to, what is it, 22, and then when it jumps I'm going to snap it right there, 84, 85, and then I can go up to this add path or polygon tool, click on this, and it just says click on the points on the map to draw a path or polygon. Okay, and I'm going to just start in my upper corner, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to approximate this area. Now I might take more time, but because it'll be boring if I make a video that's showing me clicking dots, I'm just going to do an approximation here. I think you got the idea. And so I can get the rough extent of this glacier, so on and so forth, come back like this, and then I'm just going to go across to here for now, and then save that. I can give it a title. I can call this like 1985, I think it is, and it'll save that. If I exit out, it remains. Okay, now this is a different feature from Copernicus, because in Copernicus you lose that outline. All right, but then as I play this time lapse, it'll go forward and you can then compare. Okay, so if I maybe pause this again, I could do it again. I can change the color, and then I could do it maybe a third time or a fourth time even. And then if I exit out of this, though, you can see that then I've got that original one. So here I could do it again with this, and I can now, I'm going to do this very, very quickly just to give you the idea of how it works. See where I might have to zoom in to get a sense of the snow and ice. And then if I click save, actually I can edit this now. I can change the color, and I'll call this, what is this, 2024. All right, and that'll save, and there it is. Okay, so then I could take a screenshot of this as well, and I have taken a good step in working with my project. All right, now by contrast, if I go to Copernicus, here's me having drawn an outline from a Copernicus satellite, but the problem here is that I am not able, this is a length only, and if I go to do a measurement with, I think, I'll get all these out. If I go to measure an area, it might measure an area. I'll just go around, measure an area, and it gives me the area there. Double click, but I can't do a second area and compare it. The moment I go to click on this again, it goes away. All right. So, but you do have the ability to get sometimes better images. And the nice thing about this is that you also have this time-lapse feature that I think is more powerful, but it's a shorter time period. It's only from 2017. So again, if I click on that, oh yes, this is a defined area of interest. So let me click out of that. If I go up here, see this little box? This says draw a rectangular area of interest. So if I click on that and then come up here, I can define what area I want to look at for my animation. And then when I do this, it'll pick out that one rectangular area. And again, we looked at this in class again a little bit, but if I go to filter by months, I can choose the months I want. It'll differ depending on which hemisphere you're in. And then I can also have these taken one image per month or one image per week, one image per year. You tend to get fewer images if you do it that way. So I'm going to try for a month. And then if I go search, it's from 17 to 24. Again, I can change the time up here. And then looks like I've got 10 images. If you go fade, the transitions are kind of nicer. I can adjust the speed, and then I can watch this play out over time. And there is a little bit of cloud cover, but you can see again the changing amount of snow as the glacier has some melt off over the 7 years that this video runs. Okay. But to get out of this and just go back, if I want to just download a good quality image, Copernicus is a good way to go. And that's one of the things that you'll need to do. And to do that, I just click on this download. And then I go to high resolution. You'll notice that it gives you these numbers over here. This is in inches, width in inches. That is way too big. It took like 10 minutes and hadn't finished downloading on my computer. If I drop this down to about like 8 inches, something like that, you'll see the other dimension adjusts accordingly. And this is a reasonable size that you can print it a little bit bigger. And if you just scroll down here, you'll get to the download. And this should not take too long. You can certainly experiment on your computer. Maybe you can download a little bit bigger file. But that'll give you, there you go, that'll give you a nice image to work with, and I'll show you what you can do with those images in the next video. Thank you.